Right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wakakadash. And the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, in the name of Mashiach Habashai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew of the Lashmark Dashor tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles of Akim Ahakaf. And I say Shalom. This is a outside lesson. And I want to bring out the book of Luke 21, verse 11. That's going to be the title of the outside lesson. And this is the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. Got the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. It says, in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and different sights of great signs shall be from heaven. Right, so that's what we're seeing. We're seeing increasing earthquakes in diverse places that Yahweh Shai spoke about through the Gospel of Luke. So the Heavenly Father was speaking through the Gospel of Luke of these increasing various of earthquakes in diverse places. Earthquakes in various places and earthquakes in diverse places. Because I believe it was a news article earlier today that I was checking through the website. They track the earthquakes and stuff like that. And then you had it was like near Los Angeles. You had like a 4.9 or 4.7 earthquake. So we starting to see this. We starting to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these So we starting to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these earthquakes in diverse places. Because this is not too long ago when you had over there in San Diego, in the San Diego County area, that I believe they had like a 5.1 earthquake a couple months ago. And that was like a couple of months after, in that region, near Los Angeles. But I believe that was in the San Diego County area. Because there was their largest earthquake ever since 1950 or something like that. Last time I checked, because over there in San Diego County, they've been having increasing earthquakes in diverse places. So as of recently, you had a large 4.9. You had a large 4.9 magnitude earthquake over there in San Diego County, not too far from Los Angeles. So we start to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these high magnitude earthquakes in diverse places. And I believe you had another aftershock over there in the Russian Peninsula. Just like 2 days ago, you had a large 8.8 earthquake over there in the Russian Peninsula. And then you had the aftershocks of it. Because the aftershocks was like a 6 plus earthquakes. And then recently you had a 6.2 earthquake in the Kursk region over there in Russia. And that was a 6.2 magnitude of the earthquake. And that was most likely the aftershock of those magnitude of earthquakes that hit over there in the Russian Peninsula. And I believe that was an 8.8 earthquake over there in that area. So these are signs that Yahweh Shai spoke about, that he's going to visit this earth with these earthquakes in diverse places, earthquakes in various places. And that's what we're seeing. This is the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. Salakia. The wind had blow the page, so Salakia for that. Yeah, it's the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. It says in great, that's the book of Isaiah. I get all the way to the book of Isaiah. That's bugged out. But continuing on, it's the book of it's the book of Luke 21. Get back to that once again. It's the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. It says in great, right, this is a red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking through the Gospel of Luke. This is the book of Luke 21 verse 11. It says in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right, so we're going to continue to see great earthquakes in diverse places, and that's what we're seeing. High magnitude of great earthquakes in various places and earthquakes in diverse places. It says in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. It says, and there shall be famines. Right, so we're seeing famines throughout the whole planet Earth, and it's going to continue to increase on a daily basis. So we're seeing the earthquakes in diverse places, in various places. We're seeing it says, in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence. We see in modern day famines and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places, in various places, and fearful sights of great signs shall be from heaven. Right, so increasing fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. That's what we're seeing. Just like it says in the book of Luke 21 verse 25, we shall see the signs and the stars and the moon, and upon the earth distress of nations, will perplexity and seas rich ruin. And we're seeing these earthquakes in various places, earthquakes in diverse places. So we're going to continue to see the high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places, and that's only going to continue to see. As I mentioned again, over there in San Diego County, they got hit with a 4.9 earthquake. I believe it was like a 4.2 or 4.9 last time I checked, if that calculation is correct. And I believe that was near Los Angeles and over there in San Diego County. And that was like a couple of months after in that region they got hit with a 5.1 earthquake, the largest in a very long time. And then keep this in mind, you have it's still been talks about California's potentially in for a large earthquake, because they got hit with a large earthquake like 2 years ago, and I believe that was like a 7.6 or something like that. 7.1 that last time I checked. Over there in California, it was like 3 years ago. They got hit with a large 7.0 earthquake. I remember that. And then after a couple of years later, they was talking about potentially, especially over there in the San Andreas fault line in that Southern California region, which you've been having like over there in San Diego County, those whole regions near the Bay Area. You've been having increasing earthquakes throughout the Pacific Northwest. They've been having increasing earthquakes over there in Washington all year. I believe over there in Canada, the outskirts of Canada, they got hit with a 5.1 earthquake. And then over there in Oregon, I believe they got hit with a 3.9 or 4.0 earthquake. That's outskirts of Canada. It's like over there in Oregon, outside of Portland, Oregon. And then that ocean area, I believe years back, they got hit with a large earthquake. So throughout the Pacific Northwest, you're going to continue to see increasing of a high magnitude of earthquakes in diverse places. And especially over there in the San Andreas fault line, they in for potentially a larger earthquake. Potential like a 7.0 or 8.0 or potential like a 9.0. Just like what happened over there in Russian Peninsula. They got hit with a 8.8 earthquake. And I believe that's the second largest earthquake ever since Chile got hit with a 9.0 earthquake back then. So now we start to see the increasing of these high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places, and that's what we see in these modern day times. And this is through the Gospel of Luke that the Heavenly Father, only begotten Son, Mashiach, speaking through the Gospel of Luke. These birth pains that's going to take place in the world, so that's what we're seeing. Now we understand it has something to do with the heart machine. They tampering with the weather and stuff like that. It's like they had this air quality we seeing here in Chicago. And I was, as soon as I left my house, as soon as I left out, and then I seen the little air quality, because I believe it's over there in Canada, because they was dealing with wildfires. Now we understand Esau, even the wicked, love to tamper with the weather and stuff like that with the heart machine, and then with this climate change and this Mother Nation and all that, we understand that, even though it said the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, but at the same time, we're going to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these water-like conditions, and that's what we're seeing. We're going to be seeing these increasing wildfires. These are increasing wildfires, earthquakes, tornadoes, landslides, floodings, famines, pests, and plagues, which is going to continue to increase on a daily basis. And that's what we are seeing, So I'm going to bring out that out once again. This is the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. It says, "A great earthquake shall be in diverse places." Right, increasing earthquakes in diverse places, and famines, right, increasing famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights, a great sign should it be from heaven. Right, so fearful sights, a great sign should it be from heaven. That's from Yahweh Shemashah. So with that, hopefully this outside lesson was edifying of the book of Luke 21 and verse 11, and that was the title of the sit down on the outside lesson. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh, and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Ba'Hashem, in the name of Mashiach HaKadosh. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash tongue. Now say Barakabam to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Ba'akwa. Until next time, I will say, Shalom.